Summer of samples. This is real life shit. Real names, real people. Real Jersey shit. Yo, this is real life grind stories. Where many men fight for the money and glory. Within a few weeks you can make it to the top. Then everyone around you is fighting for a spot. This is real life grind stories. Where many men fight for the money and glory. Within a few weeks you can make it to the top. Then everyone around you is fighting for a spot. Coliseum 06, I used to hustle tickets for Joey and Nuff up in the showcase business. We'll make $700 and only keep one. Was 21 and the stage was fun. Hard white Mike used to rock the same spot, but the whole situation was about to shift a lot. I knew Billy S and he brought me through Bourbon Street. The owner said he had a spot up the street after dark and we could do a show. I have to admit, I was dreaming on the low to be the new Joey and increase my dough. I picked up the phone and hit the first cat I know, Machete Smith. We had been rhyming since a while back. Me, him, and Rhodes hit the Cadillac. Arrived at the spot and the whole place was whack. No sound system and the strippers was fat, but I had a vision, I could turn this thing around. Linked up with Brian and I put a date down. And I hit Bobby Krills, cause he could bring Middlesex. Also linked up with MC Bless. We had a tight team going in the first show. Could've never foreseen how big shit will blow. But success breeds greed, violence in the cops. And when Brian disappeared after dark got hot. This is real life grind stories. Where many men fight for the money and glory. Within a few weeks you can make it to the top. Then everyone around you is fighting for a spot. This is real life grind stories. Where many men fight for the money and glory. Within a few weeks you can make it to the top. Then everyone around you was fighting for a spot. By the time 07 hit, we was doing well. Bless held the stage down, everyone could tell. He called up the acts, I handled the tickets. Plus me and Bobby Krills was doing some business. J.I.N. 365 was making money. Ice in 38 out of Long Branch was hungry. We overfilled the venue almost every single time. Big D, C, Lou, and Dane on their grind. 732 fam along with Soul's Platinum. But wasn't too long until something bad happened. Always in attendance with these two slick dudes named David and Tony, who knew about my moves. David got close to Bless and started talking about more money, doing shows more often. After dark was dying, we were about to make a switch, but on some snitch shit, David got the tip. He got there first and opened shows up at Cagney's. Cagney's is the place where the saga ends fastly. Mickey was the owner, whose daddy left the bar, and Mickey was a weak fool who thought he was a star. Open full of money and we all took a piece. And in the final chapter, I'ma tell you how it ceased. David took Bless and other artists under contract. Loyal was 6, J-Dub, and all the strong acts. This is real life grind stories. Where many men fight for the money and glory. Within a few weeks you can make it to the top. Then everyone around you is fighting for a spot. This is real life grind stories. Where many men fight for the money and glory. Within a few weeks you can make it to the top. Then everyone around you is fighting for a spot. So I had twice a month and David had the others. We were both stacking money off of tickets and the covers. Plus I put a new act on, MGG, and they could fill up half the spot by themselves easily. Krills became a businessman much like me, linking me up with Hamo and Kamikaze. Money was abundant but money was the issue. Too many hands in the pot was causing risks, dude. Tony owned security but it was all extortion. Half of Mickey's money and pocketed a portion. Collected all for me and David for himself. Mickey was convinced he was just there to help. David brought him in and now David didn't like him. Tony took payoffs to allow deadly items right through. And further fights ensued with the act split in two. We were searching for the new. We recruit some new acts that we may not trust. In hindsight I would've held back. Why the rush? The inevitable happened and fights broke out. Tony fled the scene and Mick was held down. The cops beat on him until he fought back. Then they tossed him in a cell for pure hate of rap. Tony said I had to help pay for Mickey's bail, and business would resume soon as he was out of jail. But when me and Genie rolled up at the spot, he pointed a gun, so I gave him what I got. Then he disappeared and he kept it for himself. Mickey went to court and the city gave him hell. He lost his bar, now he's broke down south. I was done with shows, I just bowed out. Now the scene's so fragmented all over Jersey. It was a rise and fall and the grind came first. This is real life grind stories. Where many men fight for the money and glory. Within a few weeks you can make it to the top. Then everyone around you is fighting for a spot. This is real life grind stories. Where many men fight for the money and glory. Within a few weeks you can make it to the top. Then everyone around you is fighting for a spot. Street poetry, real life music, the Lusciato, After Hours, Summer of Samples #4. Got that that new album coming on iTunes in the fall. Just reflect on our real life. This was a true story. Much respect to everybody whose name was mentioned. It's all love. Just showing you the respect and props that you were part of the movement, you feel me? Yeah.